Good evening. This week is our final discussion board, and I'll be talking about modern American Christianity and tolerance of intolerant behavior. Um, the modern notion of tolerance is seriously misguided. Too many people are neglecting what is in the scriptures and trying to customize Christ. The truth is, there's no difference between our day and Isaiah's time when the people asked him to prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, in Isaiah 30:10. Instead of looking for a church that teaches truth, many are on a quest to find a church that can satisfy their innate desire to worship God and yet at the same time live the lifestyle they want to live regardless of how ungodly it really is. Some consider it a great feat to find a church that allows them to live how they want to live and still feel like they're worshiping God. The customized Christ movement is in full swing. At the base of this movement is the feeling that Christ is so loving and accepting of everyone that he would never stand for any kind of exclusion or discrimination. This could not be farther from the truth. Yes, it is true that Christ loves everyone, and yes, it is true that we should practice the doctrine of inclusion, but Christ was far from accepting behaviors that were not in accordance with the commandments. He didn't come to this earth and just accept people and let them act however they wanted to act. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to see some political method behind this madness. But the most fascinating part of this campaign, and it is a campaign, is the way the message is now framed. A valid question to ask may be, are fundamental Christians whose belief that the LGBT community is sinful are actually the ones being victimized, silenced, and indeed discriminated against? Are Christian beliefs are the LGBT beliefs being forced upon us day in, day out in the public media and in the media? Are Christians being persecuted? For years, Christians have taken aggressive homosexual activism and paid a heavy price with soundbite labels like bigot and homophobe. Many people are confused about what tolerance is. According to Webster's New World Dictionary, Second College Edition, the word tolerate means to allow or to permit, to recognize and respect others' beliefs and practices without sharing them, to bear or put up with someone or something not necessarily liked. So therefore, you can break tolerance down into three elements. First, permitting or allowing. Second, a conduct or point of view one disagrees with. And third, while respecting the person in the process. Now, we can't tolerate someone unless we disagree with them. And that's critical to remember that. We don't tolerate people who share our views. They're on our side. There's nothing to put up with. Tolerance is reserved for those we think are wrong. The essential element of tolerance, which is disagreement, has been completely lost in the modern distortion of the concept. Nowadays, if you think someone is wrong, you're called intolerant. This presents a curious problem. One must first think another is wrong in order to exercise tolerance toward him. Yet doing so brings the accusation of intolerance. So it's catch-22. According to this approach, true tolerance is impossible. Liberal tolerance is a sham, although portrayed by its advocates as an open, tolerant, neutral perspective. It's dogma whose proponents tolerate no rivals. Those of us who are concerned with presenting and defending our faith in a post-Christian culture must be aware of this sort of challenge, one that masquerades as open, tolerant, and liberating, but in reality is dogmatic, partisan, and coercive. Being offended is the refuge of the self-righteous. Being offended means never having to debate or defend your views. The mere fact of your hurt feelings is enough to stifle any challenge. This tension will remain as long as we attempt to defend our faith in a culture hostile to the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Jesus of Nazareth. And these articles came from several online sources. And you can see them posted on the description of my introduction in the discussion board. So thank you very much, and have a good day.